Hey you guys, Jesse here from Urban Legends Antiques, and Chuck and I are taking a trip up north for the weekend. We're heading to Lodi, California, the home of Old Vines Inn. I was just filming this storm that was rolling in. You could see the clouds literally darkening up the sky in front of us. I just thought it was cool. We made it to Lodi. Look at all these vineyards. Okay, this is where we're staying for the night. We are a little bit ahead of the storm still. We rented a vineyard. This video is going to be different than any of my other videos because I'm taking you with us to Stonenum Vineyards. It's an Air BnB that I rented for the night, and I'm going to do a tour of the cottage and the vineyards for you. So let me know if you like this type of content or not, and I'll take you on some other trips with me. Okay, so that taller two-story building is kind of like their meeting house where they hold a lot of their events and do their wine tasting. There's this adorable little pond, this beautiful old tree, and our cottage. So as you can see, I'm walking up to the pond. I'm trying to get some pictures of the goldfish that are in there, but it was kind of hard to film them. But it had the sweetest little fountain, the sweetest little deck. I was just in love with this place. I took the opportunity to explore the property and the house by myself. It seemed like around every corner was another moment of inspiration for me. I took many photos. They had a lot of really cool antiques. They had a cellar. I went into the cellar. Not really. I looked into the cellar. It looks like this is their old wine cellar. A little spooky. I didn't actually go down. I just kind of put my camera down in there and looked around a little bit. But then I noticed that their little cats were trying to get into the cellar, so I had to shut it up. It was probably a good thing I didn't go down there anyways. These are their two cats. Come on. They work the vineyards. I thought they were just pet cats, but all of these vineyards they patrol. Walking the vineyards the next morning with the sun rising up through the clouds was just this really magical moment for me. I just felt so lucky and so grateful for my life, for the opportunities that I have like this one where I'm able to rent a vineyard through an Air BnB. It was just this wonderful moment. And honestly, I'm glad that I filmed it and I'm sharing it with you guys. This is a little bit farther back into the vineyards. I was just walking down this trail, just looking to see what they had there. I think back there in those storage bins to the left is where they have equipment that they used to care for the vineyard. Oh my gosh, is that a bunny? Bunny rabbit! There were bunnies and squirrels and birds everywhere. It was just this sweet little moment. I just took the time to enjoy the scenery, the sunrise coming up behind me. So beautiful out there. I mean, really? It was so good. Clearly I was vibing. I was having a moment. Here I am living out my CottageCore dream on a vineyard with little birds chirping in the background. It was amazing. I talked to the owners and they said that all of these vines are the Old Vines Inn Vindels, the Old Vines Inns. There aren't any grapes growing on them right now. I don't know when they're supposed to start growing. I don't know anything about grapes or making wine or running a vineyard. I just was loving this moment. Like I said, I know nothing about vines or growing grapes or anything like that. I was just taking these close-up shots though. All of the vines appear to be tied down to the wires. I don't know if the vines are dormant. Would you call it dormant right now? But they had all been clipped and trimmed, obviously. Because I've seen grapes that are overgrown. They don't look like this. These are very well-maintained grapevines. Comment below if you know the proper term for the grapevines when they're like this. I finished my walk through the vineyards and I'm heading back to our cottage with our pond and this beautiful reflection of the sky and the cottage and the tree. What's your idea of a dream Airbnb rental? Because this one right here is definitely it for me. These cats were so sweet and friendly. They just let me pet them and love on them. They followed me around. They were like escorting me through the property. Morning. Chuck's awake. That must mean it's time to go get breakfast.
Oh, are you going for Chuck? You like Chuck? Me too. Meow. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. You're so pretty.
Okay, I'm done exploring the property. Chuck and I are going to go to breakfast, and when we get back, I'll film the inside of the house so you can see all the gorgeous antiques.
Oh, laundry room.
We just got back from breakfast, and as you can see, the sky is starting to darken up, so I'm going to hurry up and film before the storm hits and I don't get good light.
Welcome home.
Wow, look at these doors. All the antiques in this place are just gorgeous. Chuck loves the doors.
Lock out.
That's the deadbolt?
That's the deadbolt.
Do it again? Oh my gosh, wait, open it. And then, wow, it's like medieval. There, you're gonna lock it. And stay out!
This is the entrance to our cute little cottage. Nice flooring, nice match to the original floors, as you can see. Love it. There's a sweet little sideboard right here with some pretty little pottery on it. And then above, a hat and picture. She's got these floppy hats kind of everywhere throughout the cottage. It was a sweet little touch. You know, I gotta open the drawers and see what's inside.
And then the entry is all of this gorgeous California stucco. Beneath it is the lath and plaster, which my parents had in their house. And then over here, here's the next piece. Old secretary. Looks like someone has a little sage bundle in here. There's got all these like cool baskets. It's like an old little water jug. So this is the front sitting area.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Urban Legends Antiques, and we have a website with items available to ship, urbanlegendsantiques.com. The front room has a lot of cast iron in it, and I love the mix of old and new cast iron, like what she's done here with the combo of like the old stove, the old planter, and then the newer coffee table and end tables. I was not a fan of this TV stand, but Chuck said, you know, it's a modern convenience. You have to have it. So, okay, fine. But I was a fan of these French doors. Look at these knobs. Gorgeous.
Ooh.
Okay, walking into the front bedroom, first thing that I saw, of course, was this cast iron candelabra. It was absolutely stunning. And then next to it was a cute little cast iron planter and this sweet little iron daybed. A little wooden dresser with a mirror on top, and then one of those little heart pillows. If you don't follow So Cute by Nancy on Instagram, you should. She makes those. Another feature that I found instantly charming was the pocket doors. I love pocket doors. You don't see them that often where I live, but I just thought it was so cute. I was totally enamored with it. Chuck was like, well, I can't really lock you out of the bathroom. Whatever. I don't even know what to say. I was still just vibing the whole time. Snooping again. This is all what they have for you available in the Air BnB. I'm just looking through all the drawers. Obviously, this is another beautiful antique. And it had a marble top on it, which I was loving it. And another pocket door. And this side will lead you into our bedroom where we were staying at. Cute little Jack and Jill bathroom. Lovely little pocket doors. Do you guys like pocket doors? I think they're adorable. What do you think? Lovely little bench. More snooping for Jessie. And then this is the closet. There's another one of those little hats there. I was loving this bamboo shelving unit that she had in here. I thought it was really, really nice. Everything was organized nicely. There was extra blankets and stuff. One thing I did notice in Lodi that I found really interesting was that there were a lot of Panama shades, like this one right here. They were in this whole cottage, and then they were in quite a few of the restaurants in downtown Lodi as well. This was a king-size bed. It was actually really comfortable, and another opportunity for me to go snooping. Pillow. Okay. I'll just leave it in there. I thought about taking it out and putting it on the bed, but then I would want to look for the other one, so I didn't. Now I'm heading back out into the living room area. Get a chance to snoop on Chuck. What is he doing? Probably solitaire. This old rotary phone was so cute. My grandma had one like this. Have you ever tried to dial a rotary phone? I think I got through 2 numbers and was like, all right, enough. All right, now let's get into this kitchen. When Chuck and I first got together, I was living in a little 2-bedroom bungalow in downtown Riverside, and there's a lot of them out there. They were really popular in the 40s and 50s, like the little craftsman cottages or the bungalows. And this place really reminded me of it. And the one that I had no counter space at all. So this was so reminiscent of that time to see this tiny little island, because I had made a little island out of a bookshelf. And then when Chuck and I got together, he put wheels on it, he put a butcher block on it, and made it into a functioning island. Aw, thanks, Lodi. This kitchen has an espresso maker and a drip coffee maker out for use. That's bonus points for me. I love coffee. Look at this cute little vintage dish rack that I found in the pantry. Pantry is beautifully staged. That's adorable. And then when you go up to the upper shelf, look at, there's a French press. There's the little coffee pot to make the Italian style coffee. She had it all. I loved it. And then last but not least is this old antique sideboard that you're going to see in a minute. It was a family heirloom. It had been passed down through generations. And you could see all of the different colors of paint from different family members painting. It had red, green, blue. You can see scuff marks from a foot hitting it over the years. It was gorgeous.
What do you think of that though? It's really cool.
It's an old school wrought iron.
I know, it's so nice to see it up and in someone's house again.
Pretty nice fresh LED bulbs.
With the Edison lights.
And one last little touch of whimsy, these little paw prints right at the entrance to the back door. I thought that was so cute. We're packing up and heading on out, and Chuck found a trash can. I just thought that was a barrel. Right before I leave, there's one more chance to do a little bit of snooping. This is the area where they make their wines and stuff. You can see where they like press the grapes and get them ready. I was having to look through the windows because they wouldn't let me in, even though the door was open. But I just took the opportunity and like filmed whatever I could. I don't think that anyone's making wine right now. I don't know why it's open, but I was snooping, that's for sure. I found this whole trip just incredibly interesting and fascinating. I love that I was able to have like a little bit of a peek behind the scenes and how they make their wines. To me, this was like a dream come true. And it's time for us to head on out. Thank you, Stonenum Vineyards. This was such an amazing trip. I'll never forget it. I loved every minute of staying here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you can see when our next video comes out. I'm Jessie from Urban Legends Antiques, and thanks for coming along for the ride.
Ever since I saw that movie, A Walk in the Clouds, I was like, yes, that's for me. That's what I want.
Is that a Michael Bay movie?
No,
Then I probably haven't seen it.
I'm sure. I think it's got Keanu Reeves in it, but not Matrix Keanu Reeves.
Did they kill his dog and he drives a Mustang? I probably haven't seen it.